It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. Checking out the Trail Blazers. They lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And we're in the era of the point guard, one of the best here tonight in Damian Lillard. Kenny, how's he able to score so well at his size?
Lightning quick, on and off the ball. So that's difficult to guard. And when you're a deadly shooter in the clutch, what else do you need, Ernie?
Ernie, for the second time in this game's history, I'm going to give Kenny another compliment.
Oh, man.
He reminds me of Kenny because he needs very little room to get off the shot. And he finishes at a high rate in traffic, just like Mr. Smith over there.
Oh, I'll pass it inside the shack then. I'll pass it inside the shack, and you know
Rejected.
what happens there. Rejected. No, passed inside to the big fella for the dunk.
Here's Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
I gave you another compliment.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. First game of this trip here for the Blazers. They're hoping to start it off with the W. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they'd like that streak to end tonight here.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, DA. Thanks. Here at the midway point, what we begin to realize now, there were some underrated pickups in the offseason that are showing what they can do.
Yeah, these are the kind of moves where at the end of the year you start thinking about candidates for executive of the year because they've plugged some holes. They've had an acquisition that's made their bench deeper, and we start to see in an 82-game season that maybe in the 55th to 57th game, a pickup like that is helping them win ball games. This is where those guys earn their money, the general manager.
Not wholesale changes. Just one guy can change a team slightly, and that nuance pays off.
Oh, anything subtle like that, that's where really you tip your hat to the general managers who understood that at some point during the year, we're going to lean on this player.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Portland, Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Evan Turner is out there with Aminu, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Rome in the paint. Exum kicks to Crowder. The drive by Mitchell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Passes it to Aminu for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, it's been a few years that defenses have challenged Aminu to take that shot. They may think twice tonight after seeing that.
Now here's Crowder. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
Tipped away. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Gobert finds Exum. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And Mitchell drops them both.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on the scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Mitchell against McCollum. Good D by Mitchell. The pass to Cephalosha. Now Exum. Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Cephalosha passes to Gobert. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul. On defense, Portland. They trail by 3. Cephalosha finds Crowder. 5 on the clock. Here's Exum.
That's the kind of D you want from your big fella Nurkic there. Make sure he is contesting the shot.
Here's Turner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Pass to Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Aminu grabs the miss. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
I don't think any measure of D could have made up for their shortcomings on the offensive end. They couldn't find a way to maintain any kind of success on that end of the floor.
One shot, time to leave.
And that one misses.
And Nurkic, one of those guys who you notice for many minutes of the game if he's engaged, and then you couldn't tell if he played 12 to 15 minutes if he's not active enough. So still looking to develop him both on offense and trying to make him a little bit more consistent on defense. The coaching staff has that task at hand, and Nurkic has a big hand in that.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Back to Crowder. Pass to Cephalosha. Mitchell against McCollum. Fires the 3. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game. And with Nurkic at times, he can look like a star, but it's not easy for him to sustain it.
Well, all centers need to find some time to get some consistency. Heck, any player does, Kevin. But when Nurkic is focused, there are some things out there that he does that are quite impactful for this Portland offense. It's so guard heavy that to have something on the interior takes a lot of weight off their all-star guards.
The Trailblazers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw good from Aminu.
Well, it's not a secret that the strength of this ball club is in the backcourt. Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, these are one of the better pairings in the league in terms of their scoring, playmaking, and devastation that they can provide on the offensive end. Unfortunately, it has not gotten them to the point where they've gotten enough complementary players to go as far as they would like in the postseason.
And as great as the backcourt is for the Blazers, Brent, they know they need to add more.
Yeah, Evan Turner himself has said that we need more than just Dame and CJ, and the team has lacked a third scoring option for quite some time. The general manager said the roster is a work in progress, so we'll see if they can make some kind of changes to put them over the hump.
Now here's Crowder. Udoh missing his last shot. Crowder kicks to Cephalosha. No good on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard scanning the floor. Outside Leonard. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Udoh. Now here's Exum. Covered by Lillard. Exum passes to Udoh. Shot clock at 6. Turner against Mitchell. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Here's Lillard. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Aminu with it, now guarded by Crowder. McCollum against Mitchell. A second chance effort. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, we've seen highlights of the deep threes, and we know he can get to the rim, but McCollum's mid-range game, well, that's something special. Impressive there.
Now, here's Exum. 8 points his last outing, and there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Harkless is checked in for the Trailblazers. Outside Crowder. Mitchell outside. Cephalosha kicks to Exum. Clock at 6. Back to Cephalosha. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 3. Passes it to Lillard. Outside Leonard. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Well, McCollum doesn't get a lot of dunks throughout the course of the year. Nice to see him rise up that time.
Exum with it. Lillard picks him up. Exum passes to Udoh. Here's Mitchell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy. He's just torching them.
One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring a lefty out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. And it's Cook with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 4. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. The All-Star game almost here. Let's see how the West is shaping up. Take a look at the Jazz. Right now, they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, 6.5 games behind them.
And for the Trailblazers, nobody was calling on them to kind of set the world on fire. But even those modest expectations have yet to be realized.
Yep, any glimmers of hope that may have been there early for them have all just disappeared at this point. It's looking more and more like a season that will not end well for this team.
Here's Aminu. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Jazz leading by 4. And the wide open shot from Crowder. A three-pointer, no good. Cook looking it over. He kicks to Leonard. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Becoming dominant in the catch and shoot, Leonard has really polished up the mechanics on that jump shot.
The pass to Ingles. Jazz passing it around. And here is Mitchell. Ingles finds Crowder. Back to Ingles. Over Harkless. The Jazz with another miss. Portland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Curry. Sweet little floater. Curry's got his first 2 points.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Mitchell outside. Curry with the steal. That shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Mitchell outside. Here's the floater. Aminu grabs the miss. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. The shot by Harkless, no good. Utah trailing here. Pass to Ingles. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. Crowder kicks to Ingles. Back to Crowder. Over Aminu. The baseline jumper goes down. Crowder's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, not a good idea to leave him alone. He'll make you pay for that mid-range.
Pass to Cook. To the inside. Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got 6.
And a nice effort inside by Aminu, improving his shot selection through the years.
Exum with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Mitchell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal comes in for Crowder, and it's Burks in for Dante Exum.
One shot.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
Curry kicks to Aminu. Back to Curry. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Count the basket. Aminu's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
So much of Aminu's offense, particularly when they get into the half court, is going to come in catch and shoot situations. We saw why right there.
Ingles passes to Burks. 1:21 left here in the first quarter. The Puts up a three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Cook kicks to Curry. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Allen's checked in for Utah. Passes it to Harkless. Here is Cook, guarded by O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Ingles in the corner. Back to Allen. The Jazz working the ball around now. Ingles passes to Udo. Works for three. And Curry pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harkless kicks to Curry. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back to the action after this word. One of the most lethal scorers in the game, All-Star Damian Lillard, talks about why confidence is big for him.
I like a challenge. I love being here, and I feel like, you know, if I have the confidence in myself that I say I have, then we could bring in some guys that can get better, and we can build something from here on out. Same thing happened with Golden State. You know, nobody talked about Golden State 4 years ago.
And the Blazers, Greg, disappointed with last year's first-round defeat, but they've assembled some nice talent.
And like he said, we've seen teams jump into title contention more quickly than expected in the past.
And welcome back as we continue our Christmas Day matchup. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
Well, you just start to wonder, how did we get to this score at the end of one? I think those steals really established momentum in their favor.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Harkless is out there with Turner. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Cook in at the point guard. High post, Nurkic kicks it to Harkless. Here's Turner. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Utah leading by 5. And there's the pass to Gobert. It's Allen on the wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Udo. And Portland with a change here too. Lillard's checked in for Quinn Cook. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Burks on the wing, guarded by Curry. 4 on the clock from 12 feet out. Burks can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Lillard. He dishes it to Turner. It's blocked.
Well, it's tough to get anything past Sefolosha with that length. Insane reach and quick instincts on defense, really wreaking havoc.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. Nurkic up top. Dish now to Lillard. It's Turner, high post. On its way from Curry for two. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Inside, Allen. Up and in on the layup. And it's a 9-point Jazz lead.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Allen against Lillard. He kicks it to Harkless. Pass to Nurkic. Over Gobert. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Mo Harkless. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night. Allen finds Gobert. Now O'Neal. Back to Gobert. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
McCollum's checked in for Curry. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for Utah.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That one misses. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Passes to Turner. Kicks to Lillard. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 6. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Allen dishes to Cephalosha. There's the pass to O'Neal. Back to Cephalosha. It's tipped. Allen kicks to Cephalosha. Floats one. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. 13 feet away. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Jazz leading by 5. And here's Burks. 9 points last game. Pass to Cephalosha. Allen with it. Back to Cephalosha. Burks looking around. From the arc. Evan Turner pulls it in.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but yet to make another one.
McCollum, no good. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. O'Neal against Turner. Allen kicks to Cephalosha. Burks, the pass to Gobert. Trying to get something going, and Burks is good for 3. Burks has got 6 points.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
And Gobert kicks to Burks. Back to Gobert. O'Neal passes to Allen. On the wing, Turner, guarded by O'Neal. Pass to Lillard. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Allen drives in. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Last season, Damian Lillard continuing to put up big numbers. Took a while for him to find his groove, but he eventually got there.
Yeah, a lot of chatter last year about Lillard switching up his diet, going vegan for a little while, and then he switched back. Said he was losing a little bit too much in terms of his total body weight and felt like he needed to get some of that strength back.
Wide open look, and the jumper is on the mark. Now just a 4-point Utah lead.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Burks kicks to O'Neal. And it's blocked. Lillard against Allen. And Lillard gets it to go.
Timeout.
Lillard's got his third basket of the night.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Jay Crowder's checked in for Cephalosha. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Dante Exum in for Allen. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Harkless. Aminu comes in for Turner. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Lillard. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu. For Utah, they have been all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here is Cook. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Leonard. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Utah has possession. Inside, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
Got a piece of it. So it's Utah now. Jazz leading by 6. Exum finds Crowder. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Gobert. Now here's Exum. D right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Crowder, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. Now Aminu. 8 points for him. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Here is Cook. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Leonard. That one doesn't go. So Utah will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And I felt like they came out of that with a terrific game plan, especially on the offensive end.
The defense seemed to be swirling and guessing about where the attack was coming from, inside, outside, and in transition.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Jazz leading by 8. Crowder goes in. Ball stolen. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Cook kicks to Nurkic. Dishes it to McCollum. Lock at 6. They need this one. Leonard, no luck. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Ingles passes to Exum. Mitchell outside. Gobert with it. He's guarded by McCollum. Ingles against Aminu. Mitchell in the corner. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Here's McCollum. And it's sent back by Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. And Utah making a change here. Udo's checked in. Curry's checked in for the Trailblazers. To the middle. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 6 and the bucket from Cook.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the inside. It's stolen by Aminu. McCollum against Mitchell. And it's Aminu in the corner. Nurkic trying to get open. They get it again. And he banks in the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Jazz lead.
Don't talk much about the arc on a shot, but Nurkic did a great job hauling in that rebound and finishing the look over top.
Outside Crowder. Udo with the ball. Working on Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. Trailblazers trail by 4. Cook kicks to McCollum. Back to Cook. From deep three-point range, and a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Utah out in front. They're up by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
They did some good things, but not enough. They need to start being more assertive. Go harder to the rim. Generate some free throw opportunities at the very least. Do something.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Welcome back, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah. That's the state capital right here in Utah. Really a sight to see when you get that kind of perspective from above. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Exum and Mitchell, the guard tandem. Crowder is the 4, and Gobert is the 5. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
Cephalosha dishes to Crowder. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
The Jazz have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. Was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do, sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, DA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. And with Crowder, his struggles were part of why Cleveland gave up on him so easily.
And you wonder who the real Jay Crowder is, the one we saw in Cleveland or the one we saw in Boston. Well, my guess is somewhere in the middle. I think his defense should pick back up, and we know that he can be a better scorer than he has shown the last calendar year.
Cephalosha against McCollum. Over Cephalosha, and nothing but hair on that one.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for McCollum.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 7-point differential. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Exum finds Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Back to Gobert. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Now here's McCollum. 7 points in the game. Good work there as it goes.
Well, making the floater look effortless. McCollum has the body control and touch to drop that kind of shot in consistently.
Exum kicks to Crowder. Back to Exum. Sefolosha has the open look. Gets a very good look and converts. Sefolosha's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, tremendous awareness on the catch and pop from Sefolosha. So good at realizing when he's got just a little bit of room and a good look at the basket.
Back to Nurkic. Out to Turner. Over Mitchell. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Turner.
And how about Turner finding the spot, using the screen to get open to find the efficient finish?
Mitchell against McCollum. Nurkic with the steal. For the tie. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. Did you know that, Kevin? I mean, I'm a Bay Area product. We could talk more about that later. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Lillard. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Timeout.
Utah calls timeout.
Start it.
Chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Damian Lillard. Averaging about 27 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
Sefolosha kicks to Burks. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert with the bounce pass. Burks on the wing. Clock at 6. Softly drops in the floater. Burks has got 8 points.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Passes it to McCollum. Now Harkless. Burks covering. To the paint. Here's Lillard. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. High post, Gobert. O'Neal against Turner. Burks on the wing. 8 points for him. And that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Sefolosha. That's his first foul. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
You got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
The shot's good.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Shoots over Burks. And the basket by McCollum. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his third foul of the game. Udo's checked in for the Jazz. And a switch here also for Portland. Curry's checked in. The pass to Gobert. Now here's Udo. 6 to shoot. Here's Burks. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Burks has got 4 points this quarter.
I love that he went up strong right in the face of the bigger defender and laid it in.
Trailblazers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Curry kicks to Lillard. Pass to Harkless. Back to Lillard. Knocked away. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Hey, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Curry dishes to Lillard. On the wing, Turner. Back to Harkless. It's stolen by Gobert. Allen kicks to Burks. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
O'Neal against Turner. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Turner's got 8.
This is where Turner impresses you with his strength, able to take a little bit of a hit before finishing.
It's Udo high post. Burks the pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Cans it from downtown. O'Neal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Lillard outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Udo kicks to O'Neal. Burks with it. 12 points for him. A 3-ball. And Harkless pulls it down.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Turner. He nails it, and we're tied up. Turner's got 6 in the quarter.
I like the way Turner uses his body on the inside, not scared of that kind of contact, and throwing a bit of his weight around.
O'Neal kicks to Gobert. With his first shot attempt. That shot off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Harkless. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Nurkic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Jazz have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Allen against Lillard. Allen outside. He dishes it to Udo. On its way from Burks for 2. Tries again. That one goes. Count it. Udo's got his first points in this one.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz. Exum comes in for Allen. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Portland. Quinn Cook comes in for Lillard. Here is Cook. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Ingles against Turner. And here is Ingles. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Curry pulls it down. Portland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. For the lead, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Burks kicks to Udo. Now Exum. 5 points in the game. Back to Udo. Passes it to Gobert. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Udo's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a nice tip, and you can't leave him alone on the offensive glass or he'll find a way to get to the ball.
Here is Cook. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Turner finds Nurkic, the 17-footer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Udo atop the key. Burks dishes to Ingles. The dish to Udo. And the pass to Exum. Fires the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Aminu's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here is Cook. He kicks it to Nurkic. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Utah trailing here, and on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Cook out there with McCollum. Then it's Curry. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Aminu in at the power forwards position.
Great patience on the block, elevating with ease, and then sinking the close range shot over the top of the D.
Here's McCollum. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that game against the Kings, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Now, here's Ingles. So they take the lead. Ingles has got 4 points in the quarter.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Lets it go. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy. Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Mitchell against Curry. Down low, Nurkic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Excellent footwork inside from Nurkic there to put the D in an awkward position and force them to foul him there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Exum kicks to Crowder. Pass to Mitchell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting for Utah, Donovan Mitchell. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Mitchell drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 3. Curry with it. Kicks to Nurkic. This one for 3. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
You really have to challenge him when he lines up from deep, or he's going to bury you.
Has to Gobert. And here's Crowder. Now here's Mitchell. He's covered by Aminu. Crowder against Aminu. Crowder goes in. Banked in off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Cullen passes to Curry. He kicks to Nurkic. Passes it to McCollum. Looking to get it going. And the layup is good. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
How about CJ's focus on that play? The defense right up in his face, keeps his eyes on target, and buries it.
Exum finds Gobert. Exum with a wide open look. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Nurkic, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Aminu misses. Jazz have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingles. It's good. Ingles has got 6 here in this quarter.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Cook kicks to McCollum. Crowder against Aminu. Fires from the line, and again it's Portland converting.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
And here's Exum. Feeds it to Crowder. Back to Ingles. And he slams it one-handed.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
And yes, it's good. Aminu's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Mitchell with it, now defended by McCollum. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. No good there. And the Trailblazers going the other way. It's McCollum on the wing. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, this is a tough one. The D is giving up way too many open looks, guys, and they're paying for it.
Mitchell kicks to Ingles. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by McCollum. Nice shot by Gobert.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Here's McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Jazz trail by 5. Exum passes to Crowder. Mitchell against McCollum. Lets a floater go, and he comes up with the deuce. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now McCollum shoots over Crowder. McCollum no good.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Exum finds Gobert. Crowder goes in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
At the line for your Jazz, Jay Crowder. At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Crowder.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Joe Ingles. Portland also making some changes. Turner comes in for Seth Curry. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Quinn Cook. And both free throws good from Crowder. Portland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Now here's Lillard. Defense is right there. The 3 from McCollum. Offensive rebound. The shot by Turner no good.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
Crowder kicks to Exum. On the wing, Sefolosha. The pass to Crowder. 5 to shoot to take the lead. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Nurkic, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Pulls it from 20. And it's off the back rim. No good.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
It's deflected. Stolen by Exum. Pass to Gobert. Kicks it to Cephalosha. Back to Gobert. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mitchell against McCollum. Looking to end the run. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Back to Cephalosha. Mitchell outside. Outside Crowder over Aminu. Evan Turner pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 3. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
And this is not the first guy you would go to, but Evan Turner saying, reconsider. I get this done.
Here's Exum. Gobert, the pass to Mitchell. Right through the D for the layup. Mitchell's got 25 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Aminu to tie it up. Jay Crowder pulls it in. And here's Utah. They're on a 12-4 run. Now here's Exum. Passes it to Gobert. Dishes to Mitchell. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He feeds it to Turner. And stolen by Cephalosha. Crowder, the pass to Mitchell. Not going to go that time. Trailblazers trail by 3. The pass to Turner. McCollum finds Lillard. Releases. And the shot is long.
That's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often. The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 1:29 left here in the 4th quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Swanigan, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Seth Curry in for McCollum. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Leonard, he's checked in for Swanigan. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard outside. Over Exum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Well, they're nearing that point right now. Everything would have to go perfectly just to give them a shot.
It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, there's no doubt he is not the go-to scorer for this team, but Aminu gets an opportunity to hit a big shot. Has the metal nowadays to knock those down.
There's 38 seconds left in the game. On the wing, Cephalosha. A three-pointer off the mark.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Exum taking 2 shots. Two.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Was sure on those free throws, extending that lead and making it comfortable.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 6. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Definitely. Everything has to happen perfectly just to give them a chance.
Curry against Mitchell. Over in the corner, Turner. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Turner not afraid that time to pull the trigger. Why is it sensing that he had the room to shoot from deep?
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And Aminu kicks to Lily. Nails the triple.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Utah calls timeout. They're in front by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the game. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Exum, 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to get a 3. That's the only thing that's going to do it.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Dante Exum. Dante, still a young guy in this league. What do you want to focus on with your development?
I think it's just staying in the defensive end. Sometimes in the heat of the play, you kind of lose sight of it, and it's just about staying in there and just helping your teammates out. So,
a very young guy on a very good team. Thank you, Dante. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.